Welcome to this week's episode. No, I don't need you looking at. What you looking at me for?
I'm looking at you too.
Why? Welcome to this week's episode of Mob Ties. I'm here with two of my best friends,
Jeane.
And Jeane.
and I'm Q. Q Money, not Kodak.
Conrads for me.
It's kind of an important call.
Hello. Yes.
I know you fucking lying.
And I did some research too. Those are actually original tires on there.
Okay.
But they get
I
hard.
am
Okay.
dead.
1,000 miles an hour.
Okay.
If you were to hear anything, you have to get those replaced first. Because those things are going to be real hard.
I can't breathe.
Okay.
You know, faster you go, the louder it's going to be. So, I would definitely do that. I don't have tires in stock. I have to get them probably.
What time do you close today?
We're actually closed now. If you want to swing up now and just grab it.
I'm not in the area. Could I pay over the phone and you leave my keys in the car?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me,
Because they close tomorrow.
Yeah, you gotta do that right now.
I'm the fucking leave.
I'm ready.
You got to bleep out her card.
I mean, we're not gonna leave that in.
You got to
We
bleep
gonna
out
bleep
her
that
card.
Yeah, if you want, I can leave an estimate for some tires on there.
Oh,
That's fine. Okay, you ready? Wait, because how much is it?
Yeah, exactly.
This one, 57.48.
Hey, hand me my other, one second.
Jesus Christ.
We needed an oil change and some other shit done.
Welcome back. It's Q and our homegirls.
Girls.
Now you gonna make a mockery out of me? You childish as fuck.
Yeah, we've been saying that. We are not our parents.
No. Because they was real grown at our age.
I'm cute.
I'm Jeane.
And I am Jeane.
What you guys do?
For a living?
Who are you?
I'm the shit.
Stupid.
My name is Jeane, CEO and founder of Wholehearted Connections.
You better motherfucking tell them. She
A boutique
nobody.
firm specializing
She
in
the
event
shit.
management, sponsorship acquisition, media relations, and public relations.
That's
Check me
what-
out on
But you go put all that
Instagram
and then be on here talking
at
about.
Wholehearted Connections. Because I'm still me.
What?
You ain't nobody. You still the shit.
She got
No,
her
I am
company
somebody.
name. What's your company name?
I'm not here to talk about that.
But people want to know like background. I'm a hairstylist and a real estate agent. Check me out on IG.
And
Therapist.
She's your therapist. Get that good therapy.
why you keep looking at me?
Oh, anyway, so who got the
They got it on her phone.
Mm-hmm.
So we're here to talk about things that are near and dear to our conscience.
Allegedly.
To our conscience. And one thing that I've noticed is like on social media that everybody is pretty much like most single women that I follow that's just dating are pretty much going through, I don't care what city you in, they pretty much going through the same thing. So and I have clients that come in and like we just be talking. So I have some
Shoot the
questions
shit.
that I just want to ask my friends what they think. And we are here. So one of the first questions, okay, so I want to know to y'all, what is worse? Is it a fuckboy or a fuckboy who's disguising themselves as a good dude?
What's a fuck? What do you consider a fuckboy though?
A nigga know that he ain't really, his intentions are pure. He coming around just to get what he want. Ain't really trying to commit, ain't really trying to, you know what a fuckboy is.
But I guess it's the second part that's like, because in whose mind is he a good person to? Like to him or
So
to
somebody
us?
that's gonna awaken your love, somebody that's gonna awaken your love with no intentions on really loving you back. Like,
But
I'm
why-
about to do all the shit that it takes to
But who
be.
says you got to be a fuckboy though? That's in your eyes though.
So by definition, let's look up.
That's by your definition though.
I don't know if it's a definition, but I think I think
You know, why y'all act like y'all know what a fuckboy is?
No, I'm saying that for you.
No, I know what a fuckboy is, but I guess the question is, if his intentions are pure and he's doing all this stuff, to me, I made him my boy. Like, what if that was never his intention?
Right.
I don't understand.
Because you got to have that communication out the gate. What are we doing? Like, what are our intentions? Because
so the intention is, so he's doing everything like he's trying to. So unless he says it, you can't go by people's actions, only words. So if somebody say they love you, if there's no action behind that love,
you got to be together.
It is a thing. I think it's a joint. I think in this situation where you're talking about, it's us. It's on us. Like,
I don't know.
I can see.
On Insecure.
No, I understand what you're saying.
Remember
Let
when?
me just finish this before I forget.
You're cutting her off.
I apologize.
I completely understand what you're saying, but I think that like we get caught up in this in everything that he's doing, but not listening to what he's saying. He's never even told us anything about us being together, but because we spending this time, because we doing these things, in my mind, I've made you my boyfriend.
And he said nothing that's what he's wanting.
Okay, so you know what my intentions are. You know, I told you, I'm not really trying to date. I'm looking for a relationship. You know that I'm looking for a relationship. You continue to deal with me knowing that I'm looking for a relationship.
But that's
guess
putting
what?
the onus back on him.
But if you continue to deal with him, you're showing him that you're okay with it.
He's making all the steps like we are moving. I told you what I wanted.
Yeah,
we're moving in this direction towards a relationship.
But who's to say y'all move? That's in your eyes that you're moving towards.
I know. I'm saying, like, so why would I keep giving you? You want to spend every single minute with me.
But those questions you got to ask yourself.
You know that don't mean nothing.
So that's not a fuckboy to you. Why are you want to be around me every 24/7? But you don't. But you don't want to be my man. But you want to continue to.
That time.
Yeah, that's these niggas.
Oh, so y'all fuck girls.
You got me fucked, bitch.
No, what I'm saying is,
y'all sound like fuck girls.
But
it sounds like we understand that you got.
So somebody can play with y'all time and it be okay because they didn't say.
I didn't say that.
Saying it's okay.
So what y'all saying?
I didn't say nobody was playing with my time.
But no,
but the question is, which is worse? But y'all acting like it's no such thing as.
No, I'm not.
You gotta communicate.
I'm not saying that.
I communicated what I wanted.
Oh, but listen, you communicated what you wanted. But in
my intention.
But listen, and you continue to deal with him, and he's not making you his girlfriend, or it's not exclusive. You okay with it?
You pumped up.
No, I'm saying I'm explaining.
I agree. No,
you're okay with it,
and I think that's my question between those two. It's like, why do we deal with people? I think the better question is, why do we deal with fuckboys? Like, if we know that he's not giving us what we want, we know what we want our intentions to be. I'm frustrated with you, yes, because I continue to deal with it, but that's on me. That's not on him. Because I know you're a fuckboy.
How do you know that though?
Because I'm having a conversation with you. You're not giving me what I want, but I continue to deal with you. That's
not the conversation isn't saying it. The actions are saying he is giving you what he wants. He is giving you what you want in the aspect.
He's giving you what he wants to do.
I'm telling you from
your experience.
Yes, no. I'm just saying about period. He is giving you what you want. He just didn't say I want you to be my woman, but he's spending time. You meeting people. You spending time. All of the things. So you gonna stop talking to him because he didn't make you his girlfriend?
If that's what I want.
I'm asking.
Not me. That's not maybe what I want.
But that's what I'm saying.
But that's on me.
But that's what I'm saying. He's giving you what you want, but at the same time, it's to the extent of what he wants to give you, except outside of wanting to be exclusive.
So you saying, but basically what y'all saying is there's no such thing as fuckboys.
So what didn't say that?
So what makes a fuckboy a fuckboy then?
I don't know. It's to each his own. Everybody's like, because who says
to you?
Who's out here?
To you.
I don't know if I would call somebody a fuckboy.
I don't think me personally.
It's a whole show on HBO called Fuckboy Island.
Me personally, with fuckboys, if I call somebody a fuckboy, it don't have nothing to do with relationships though.
So these on the HBO show is basically like, say it's 20 dudes. 10 of them know that I came here with no intention. They win $100,000. I came here with, I'm a fuckboy. I know I'm a fuckboy. I came in here with no intention on getting nothing but my money. So I'm going to do whatever it takes to trick this woman to thinking that it's going to be more than what it is. And then there's good dudes where they pretty much, I'm looking for a relationship type dudes. So the fuck boys know they be fuck boys. I'm just trying to. I'm out here. I'm banging bitches.
But I don't know if that makes you a fuck boy.
That show that show defines them as a fuck boy. Cause like I said,
what by?
So look, I googled it. What does a fuck boy mean? Dictionary.
Mm-hmm. Is
a
it Urban
fuck boy
Dictionary?
is that guy.
It ain't gonna be in fucking.
It's
Webster's.
a couple of them. So one, it is the one who doesn't respect women but relies on them heavily. He's distant, doesn't care about others people's time, and won't commit. He's self-absorbed, does stupid things, and fucks with others' emotions. And then the Urban Dictionary says, a boy who plays with girls' feelings and doesn't really like them and would say anything a girl wants to hear to have sex with them or get something.
But what's the main difference between that and what you're saying is he'll say anything. What you're saying is that he's not.
Well, the
saying
first one was saying like he's doing it. He was doing stuff, right? I don't remember.
It just says the one who doesn't respect women but relies on them heavily. He's distant, doesn't care about other people's time, and won't commit. He's self-absorbed, does stupid things, and fucks with others' emotions.
So if I'm asking you to be in a relationship with me and you agree and you cheat, I would call you a fuckboy. But if your intentions is not to be with me, but that's what I want, and I continue to deal with you, then how is that making you a fuckboy? I'm just being. It's just a decision.
I feel like that doesn't eliminate the fuckboy quality. It's just I choose to be with the fuckboy.
By your definition, though.
Yeah, I think it's going to be different definitions for what a fuckboy is to each particular person.
You.
Right? To each particular person, because if I'm dealing with somebody,
so you don't think that basically, so you're saying pretty much it's the onus is on the woman if they decide to deal with somebody that's not committing, regardless of.
Absolutely.
So you're not calling them a fuckboy. It's
right,
just
no. I'm just
so you a fuck girl. So in your opinion, there's no such thing.
I'm not gonna say there's no such thing because, like I said,
so what makes a fuck?
I just said, if you just say you want to be with me, we decide to be in this committed relationship, and that's the conversation we have, and then you turn around and go and cheat, I'll probably call you a fuckboy. Because why you even say we could have been doing what we was doing? You didn't have to say that for us to continue, because then you took the power away from me because you made the decision for me. I may have wanted to continue to deal with you in this situation, but you're gonna tell me some bullshit to move us along to go back to doing what you was doing. To me, that's a fuckboy. But anything outside of that,
He cheated one time, but now he a fuckboy.
yes, because
He really mean it. He didn't mean it.
He was just fucking them bitches.
He was gonna get right back.
But listen, if we cruising, doing our thing, we kicking or whatever, and then you like, oh, I want to be like, you didn't have to tell me that. We could have continued.
But I do want to be with you. I made a mistake.
You didn't make a
Now
mistake.
people don't make mistakes.
No, how you can? You don't mistakenly slip into some vagina. I was about to say another word. You don't mistake. You made a conscious decision to do that. It was a choice, and you took the choice to fuck. And if that's what you wanted to do, then we could have kept on doing what we've been doing.
So he only so by your definition, fuck boys are only in relationships. You can't be a fuck boy without being.
That's
a
why
fuck
I said
boy.
I don't.
It's based on the communication. It's how you communicate to me.
What you said?
A fuckboy is a liar.
You can't even fucking lie. I'm a fuck girl there.
Because, no, I had to.
Because I told her to tell her too.
Somebody who lied to me is a fuckboy.
You told her to tell her too.
All right, well, I'm a fuck girl.
You a fuck girl too?
We've all had lies.
Yeah, we've all been.
Damn, you can't even lie nowadays.
But
no, we ain't supposed to be lying out here.
We
Like,
grown.
why?
It's
wild. No, I'm not. I'm
What are
still
we
with
lying
the girls.
about, though?
I'm still with the girls, bitch. And no, you're not.
Why would you
Who you
lie?
with? Because you
No.
don't want them to know who
I
you
feel
with.
like we,
If we not together, I'm definitely telling you who I'm with.
or I'm just not answering.
I don't want to deal with it, so
I'm just not gonna answer the phone. I'm just
You not
gonna
gonna lie about it.
Yeah.
You gonna lie about it?
I'm still with Wanna.
No, that's stupid. I ain't doing that.
Now you could never be with one and lie the fuck every time you.
Every time you're lying.
Right.
We too
No,
old. No,
yeah.
if
I'm
we're
either
not
just
in
not
a
gonna
we not in no look. Because if I'm in a committed relationship, I might say something different. But if we in
If
no
you in
committed
a relationship, you gonna
I'm
lie.
not lying.
But
I'm with
since I
Wanna.
ain't in no
I'm with Wanna.
No, y'all could never be
No,
with me.
yeah, we ain't together. What I'm lying for? Like,
Yeah, I
hey,
agree.
you might not like what I'm saying, but hey, it is what it is.
And I want to deal with people that like we, even though this is a fantasy, but we communicate so well. That I can say, shit, we ain't together, nigga. I'm over here. I'm over here.
I'm over
You
here.
would never.
I'm
I
on
don't
a
think
date.
you would ever do that.
I wouldn't answer the phone.
I'm
like, you would never be like,
nigga,
nigga, I'm with Bruce.
You already know I'm lying because I always answer the phone.
Yeah, like nigga, no, you wasn't. If you doing that, no, you weren't. This ain't it.
She irritated.
So you said a fuckboy is somebody that,
A liar.
yeah, but he cheated on you. So if you get cheated on you, do you leave?
Not necessarily. I can't say.
Damn.
No, I wasn't saying
But she
necessarily
gonna
about
tell
cheating.
me.
No, I was saying not necessarily a fuckboy mean cheating. I don't think
I
that's
said
what she
a
was
liar.
saying. Yeah, she didn't say that.
No, I
But
went
she's
back to
asking me if I get
the
cheated on,
thing.
no,
Like you
I'm already
said,
gonna say no.
you not leaving,
No, I can say yeah, but
but he a fuckboy, but you gonna stay.
possibly. I mean, if you asking us like
I'm
this is
asking.
I understand, but I'm saying this is a case by case scenario.
Right. In
Like-
just in layman's terms, like
I
in,
can't answer that. And so, say me and dude been messing around for 2 years. We decide we want to be in a committed relationship, and he cheat. I may like, all right, let's figure out what happened and see the situation. I mean, I don't know.
Do you
I
do
just
tit for
can't.
tat?
Pardon me?
Tit for
No,
tat?
I'm not a tick for tat.
you gonna cheat back.
She
No, I'm
said
not a
no.
tit
She's
for
not
tat.
tit for tat.
I don't think
How
I'm.
about you?
I don't know.
I'm easy. I ain't leaving.
Yeah.
It's
Not
rough out
the,
here.
especially not the first.
No,
not
no,
because
no,
it's
no,
rough
no.
out here.
It depends on
The situation.
who you cheated with.
But why does that matter?
Because
It
well,
definitely
it does
depends on
matter
who you cheated
too.
with. Yeah.
It doesn't matter like just specifically, but it does matter who you cheated with.
I agree.
You think you about to keep fucking going with the bitch that you used to fuck with? The bitch that was before me? Have that hoe. Bye. I'm out. Now,
Baby mamas. You fucking
yeah,
baby
I'm not
mama?
doing
No.
that. No, I'm good. But
We
maybe
can
some
roll past
other
the
broad
tree.
that you done,
Right.
that you done
Hey, I'm out
met,
here.
then that might be okay. I keep you. But you got to do some ass kissing.
It's some definitely. Oh, you definitely
Some
gotta
ass
do
kissing
some
got
ass-
to.
it's gotta
But
be
these
some-
dudes that are in my experience, they don't want to kiss ass like that.
I think if you come across the right one in y'all situation, right, and he know he fucked up, like niggas. I think. Let me stop saying niggas. Kings. They don't wanna.
Kings,
The Kings. They don't wanna. I totally lost my train of thought.
But I think
Oh, because this is what I was gonna say. They don't think that we leaving at that time. Say they don't have to do the work. I think when they know I'm not fucking with you and I'm out, they do a little bit more work.
But that's what I'm saying. When you go in it with the attitude of, if he cheat, I'm probably ain't gonna leave. He know that, so he know he got one in the chamber.
This nigga.
But-
Bitches on the fucking podcast, they know. The fuck, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so
I got
you, and you saying that, you know what I'm saying? They know they got one in the chamber. Like,
It
all
might
right.
not be because I feel like these dudes, if we cheat, it's a wrap.
No,
I don't know.
I know some.
Like she
men
said,
that
this
say-
case is.
But
case.
are they different type of men? Are they the type of dudes that we would talk to, or are they different
Yes.
type of niggas?
You saying you know dudes that have stayed and they.
I don't know, not one.
I know one, and I'm not even gonna say their name, but I know for sure that they would stay.
Please give me a little second.
Yeah, give me a little hint.
I don't even
Nah,
know
you
how to
can't-
give a hit when
That's
it's a
gonna
podcast.
Yeah, we
But-
can't.
Look at me, I said.
Oh, I can text it to y'all, but
I can't. My phone number.
I for sure know if this person's girl cheated, that they would not.
Because they're so deep in love, or
Am I right? Am I wrong?
Well, we both said, no, he wouldn't.
No, he would for sure.
why? Why do you? think?
But because you have some men who are so
That-
about family
Yes,
and want to keep
their
their family dynamics together, but that's the same thing as for women. But like me, Juan and I were talking about earlier this week.
She had to stop and say, "Am I giving away information?"
No, I said, like me and Juan were talking about earlier this week, like a lot of times we notice that men stay in relationships longer than women
What you mean?
For a family.
for family. And it might not be a situation that they happy about, but when you got family and try to, because men, they want to have a
It's
family and want
because
to be
of
in a
all
household.
of these and these fucked up upbringing. So everybody wants their situation to be better than the situation before. So a lot of people were like kind of raised in messed up situations. So I'm gonna stay in this messed up situation just for my kids, but it should be stupid.
And they
I'm
think the
over
kids
it.
don't be knowing, and the kids be
Everything.
knowing.
They know everything. So yeah, no. So back to your original. Oh, you ain't asked Nay. Which
Yeah.
I said case by case. It would just have to depend. I don't know. I can't say yay or nay.
It's definitely a case by case. And we all
Off the top of the dome,
I mean,
I'm
because we
out.
all
You just said after
Stop
talking
lying.
about
But
it,
off
you
the, but
just said.
if but it depends.
you just told the whole world that you would stay. He got one in the chamber. He got one
Everybody
that he
plays
can
the
risk
fool
it all
one time.
for.
I don't know.
We've all been in situations.
And
all
I'm
of us.
emotional right now, so
But I'm
I
saying-
wouldn't even count this.
But I'm saying all of us have been in
Don't listen to
situations.
what I'm saying
I
today.
don't even know.
All of us,
It's in
all of us-
retrograde.
all of
It's
us
the
have been in
Mercury
situations to
Hey,
where
no, wait.
we have taken our significant other back, and we've known they've done some other stuff.
Hey, we've been in situations that ain't even been our significant other that we done took them back. So
Hey, you got baby mama drama. You ain't even got you no baby. You know what I'm saying? It's
Give me my
that.
clown nose. Where is my clown
It's
nose?
clown.
Here. If you a clown, I'm a clown too. If you a clown, I'm a clown too.
But no, that Mercury being in retrograde is dragging me.
no, it's dragging me through the mud.
Hey, and I don't want to get it out the mud.
I don't want it. I don't want
I
to do this
don't.
no more.
I ain't drinking in the mud no more.
Get it? No,
No.
more?
A couple of days I was.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And keep
Mercury is
going.
in the
I'm
retrograde.
good today too.
Today's been a fucking doozy. But go ahead. What's next?
She wanted to, she had a little topic
Oh yeah.
that she wanted to talk about.
Real quick.
A
So,
little time.
But
I
that-
should've had pulled up.
I don't even understand
That
it.
Mercury?
Yeah.
Yeah, the universe is a motherfucker, ain't it?
But I don't want to get too deep.
I just don't
work.
But what do you mean you want to get to do? What do you mean?
Because like the universe, God, I don't get it.
No, don't do it. I'm not doing that.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know me.
I can't get with it. I don't know what I believe.
So, Ricky Smiley, he did a post.
Mhm.
Things men find unattractive but won't tell you. This was the funniest thing. Of course, a lot of them guys was getting on my nerves. Lashes, wigs,
But why did that get on your nerves?
makeup. That's because men be wanting you out here looking like a duck, so
Yeah,
won't
so
nobody
they-
else be checking for
I
you.
don't think guys like these lashes. I'm gonna be honest.
Not
Some
some
do,
lashes
though.
right now, and I don't feel like
Yeah, I
I'm
think
But
looking
yours
like
look
crazy.
natural. I'm talking about the
You
ones
talking
like
about the what's the
Blinky,
sheet?
blink-
Yeah,
lamb
What's the
chop.
lamb chops? Lamb
Yeah.
chops play along. One was saying women peeing with using the bathroom with the door open.
they don't like that.
Oh, that's
Hey,
a
listen.
ladylike.
When I'm drunk,
I'm
I'm
real,
sorry.
and I might be the most like. I don't know.
I gotta go.
It's a natural thing to do,
But dudes don't want you to pee with the door
but
open.
they'll
want-
come in there when you while you in
No,
there.
they want to talk to you though. I can't hear you. I
Yeah,
gotta open
Somebody
the door.
said Newports, lace fronts. I don't see nothing wrong with lace fronts as long as it's done right.
Newports and they put Newports
Because
and
the
lace
lace
fronts
front
in the
said
same-
Newports
So
like
the lace
cigarettes.
front
Who's
is
still
cool
smoking?
until it get
She
old.
said people smoke all that.
Newports.
They on the
Gross.
shelves. They selling them.
That's gross.
I don't like.
Who's smoking cigarettes? I mean,
Wearing
Teachers
slippers
don't.
and bonnets outside. You know that's an ongoing
I don't
thing.
like that
too.
either.
Me personally, take the time to do. You don't have to go outside with a bonnet on.
But you gonna get back in the bed?
But they
with
made
that
it a
nasty
thing.
stuff on there?
they mad
the
about.
pajamas.
They mad
But
about
But
when
was
they
there
saying
anything
that.
that was like, is you kidding?
They said they wearing a bonnet. They don't care.
Somebody said no drive. A woman with no drive, no
But
ambition. He might have some drive about him.
All right.
Yeah, but
That's it. That's it. These kings.
yeah. Money, you
Somebody
gotta
gonna
find a
say-
better name because
Well,
Somebody gonna
king
say
is not. It's not. They not being very kingdom. Like,
But what I'm supposed to call it?
I don't know. You need something in between the king and the nigga.
I was gonna say that. Let me get back to you on the next podcast. I'll have a new name for
It's
it.
a kicker.
peasant. No, I'm just playing.
Oh.
Somebody
Garcon.
said. Somebody gonna say women who put their children last.
But why would you rest with them
Why would you
anyway?
even talk
You
to
know,
them?
there's a lot of
anyway?
mothers out here that
I know,
only
but
had
they-
the baby for the man.
But that should be a turn off.
Ungrateful and unsupportive.
I was.
But what is support though? Like did
I just saw a meme.
Makeup, aggressiveness.
But listen, I just saw a meme that said men like.
It
they
made
said
me
men
mad.
like compliments.
aggressive? Huh?
They said men like compliments, and you would never know how far you could get just giving a man a small
Oh,
compliment.
this one. Questioning
So
me.
boyfriends want to be treated like girlfriends.
We already said that.
Questioning me when we aren't together yet. So at what point can you question somebody? Like
When I open
even-
my legs.
Hey, you're right.
I was about to say I was gonna take it a
Yeah.
step further, but I ain't gonna do that on this podcast.
But I mean,
said-
yeah. Like
No.
people try to.
What?
Tell me, what?
Tell me.
because you want to have unprotected sex with me, but then you don't want me to ask you would you fucking somebody else? Like I'm not about to. No, if you want to put this in here
That's when you open
with
your
no,
legs.
no,
And with nothing on.
with nothing on. I need to know who else you nothing on him with. I got questions.
You special.
Now that's the fuck boy.
Don't see.
Don't fucking special me. That's the fuck boy.
That's
That's
what
a
somebody gonna
liar.
sit out here gum smacking.
Oh no.
No, that's what.
No.
they took that personally.
Because I
I'm
got
offended.
and I took that personal. about
I'm
the Jordan
offended.
boys.
Okay. What's wrong?
Cause bitch, don't.
I don't
do
like
that.
all that. I don't like that.
Smack gum and it's
I don't
not
like
like
it.
I
It
chew
gives-
gum and
no, it
just.
gives ghetto.
I have a few clients
And
that do
it
it, and
gives
I just be
ghetto.
You
wanting
calling
to
me
go like
ghetto?
this.
I said it gives ghetto.
Spit
But
it
you calling
out.
me ghetto?
Not
Yes,
Oh,
I am.
which one is it?
I do.
You got me fucked up.
Well, stop doing it.
Bitch, no.
Do it in the privacy. It's like a time and a place for it. You
But it's
probably
not
your gum on the bus with
Who's
all
on the
these
bus?
with all these public people. I'm
Who
just
on the
saying in a
bus?
public place.
But who on the bus?
Who is on the bus? Why would you?
I ain't
think
been on the
the
bus in
bus?
so long. I don't know.
ain't been on the bus. In
I was
20
trying to think
years.
of a public place where it's like you directly affecting other people.
Everywhere. All right, what's your
To you.
No, we don't like that smacking.
But they
And the
said
boys don't like
you
that.
pop your
They said
gun because you got a hole in your tooth. That's
Blue
why
or
you can
purple
pop
hair
it.
once you over 35.
What
You're a
happened?
hairstylist.
What
Blue or
happened?
purple
Blue
hair?
or purple hair once you're over 35. You're a hairstylist.
I
Like,
don't
does
never
that
let a
mean-
man tell me how to do my hair.
But why they?
Let's talk about that.
But why blue or purple? We talked about that before. Though.
We did on the last one.
Did we?
Yeah, because
I'm
we
sorry,
can't
it's
say
the first
that.
one.
we said drastic haircuts. Because I said
So
if
you
it
would-
completely changes your appearance, then I would have a conversation.
So you wouldn't have a
So
conversation
before,
with him?
so you had longer hair. Remember, you had your long hair.
Yeah,
So you got a man, a
Yes.
husband.
yeah, I would have a conversation with him about completely taking my hair off.
Man,
If it's gonna completely change my
You really
appearance,
want
I
to
would
have
have
a conversation with him?
I'm a hairstylist. I don't think it
But she
applies
said
to
the
me.
same thing about if her man wanted locks. That's a conversation.
Listen, let me tell you. We talked about this with the locks.
That's so ugly when they first
Wanna
start.
like the locks? I don't like locks.
So
but,
it's a conversation.
but it's a conversation that needs to be had because here I look at you differently now.
Why?
Because I
that's
don't
not
like
what
that.
it is.
That's not something
I
I
do
like.
agree with like having a beard and shaving it off.
But that's the same thing
That's
with your
like
hair.
makeup. No,
But it's a hair.
beard is makeup.
Catfish.
You a beard fish.
It's hair fish.
But what's the difference between his beard and my long hair?
It changes how you look.
No,
it changes
It
your
changes your appearance.
I'm looking good
It
anyway.
changes your-
Either way,
to you.
Yeah,
Fine.
To you.
I agree.
Mm.
I think if it's drastic, then it's a conversation.
Even if it's not
But what
drastic.
is
it-
drastic?
That's what I'm saying. Drastic
According
is different
to
for
him.
everybody.
He like long hair. You want short hair, so you ain't gonna cut your hair.
I
to
didn't
go
say
It's
I
down.
not
was
gonna cut it.
I
You
said
have a
it's a
conversation.
conversation.
Yeah.
So,
I don't think that I'm going to marry the man that says no. I don't. I
he
think
said no though.
But
he's
it's
not gonna
about.
say
are
it's
you
gonna
doing
be
it
a
anyway?
I don't
But
know.
it's about
a
having a conversation. They say,
Yeah.
you know, babe, I'm not a fan of it, but you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you coming to me, talking to me about it
Listen,
first. Let's try it out to see how
I
it
would
looks.
compromise. I would compromise to maybe a bob.
Because guess
I'm
what?
not
She can get her
looking at
hair cut short and he be like, you know what? No, it's a
I don't
no.
want my
It's
man
a
to
nigga. Hey, I don't like fucking with
He
a
might
with a
want to get her
nigga.
lace front.
And I want my man to want to throw me against the wall at all times. If he don't want to do that with my hair short and a bob's gonna get me more, fuck it, I'll do a bob. It ain't that important to me.
Okay, so let's also talk about. We're in the natural era now.
I'm not.
No, so I'm not talking about your hair, but you have where women have transitioned over to being more natural. You know, some don't want to shave, some don't
They
want a
doing them
deodorant,
oils.
It's a
the oils.
it's a
So
conversation.
it's definitely a conversation. But I'm saying, as a woman, when you first met your man 10 years ago, and now you're at a point where you're trying to be more organic, more natural. Now I want to do the oils. Don't want to wear the deodorant. So now what?
Fucking asshole. I was trying to be so fucking cool. Bitch, I'm sorry.
Wait, you said you want to wear the oil. You want to be natural.
I was really trying to be cool.
I'm serious. That's a thing now.
I'm not. No.
Because people want to twist up their hair. People don't want to. They want to wear their hair in an afro. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a thing. And
Okay.
vice versa for men.
I don't like it.
But that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
it looks unkept.
But that's what I'm saying.
But
So like,
everything's a
not
conversation.
everybody.
it's a
though,
but that's what I'm
but-
saying. So you've been with somebody, say, for 20, 10 plus years, and then all of a sudden you've had a
She ignorant
change.
as fuck.
No, I'm being. This is for real.
Okay.
But you've been with them 30 years.
20.
She said 20, 10 plus.
I said 20 or 10. I said 20.
That is what she said. Count
20
it up. Count it
or
up.
10 plus. But I'm
Okay.
saying though, like, this is not who they were with, man or woman.
But they
who were
should. I think people should change over
with. Well, people
time.
are definitely going to grow, and you're definitely
But
going
then
to
that's,
evolve.
but you're gonna put them in a box then. Like you
Yeah.
can change, but
You
only
box
the
them
way I
up.
want you to change.
You box
What
them
if-
out.
Yeah, like what if changing to me means I'm more connected to the earth? Like I want
That's
to be
fine.
vegan.
So, but then if
Yeah,
your
hey, you
significant
can't be
other
with me.
isn't, if your significant
Yeah.
other isn't happy with that, then what?
you gotta leave. You're not gonna cheat.
Wow.
But what's the other? Tell me what the other
I
option
don't
is.
know, but you just said you gotta leave, like
Because-
Well, if you can't be your authentic self, why would you want to be with somebody that
No, I
doesn't
totally
allow
agree.
you to be you?
I agree, but like she
Because
said,
its only other option is to.
Mike's, pull
Sorry.
Mike's boots.
The only other option is to. It's either cheat or leave. Like what else?
Wow.
I'm saying. So you don't agree with
I
my
don't want
whole-
someone else. I just want you to do what you gonna do.
You
what
want
you
me?
were doing
No,
before.
you want me to do what you want me to do.
What you were doing before. What I'm used
It's
to.
what you want me to do. Because I don't want to do that.
because I've
anymore.
evolved and I've
I
learned
don't
some
know if it's
different things.
evolution.
It is.
Yeah,
As an individual,
I'm more
yes.
connected to the earth.
Yes.
I want to be connected to the universe. I like.
And I'm
crystals.
starting to smoke weed too.
Yeah. And so if you don't like that, you can't ask somebody. So either you're gonna ask them to be who I need you to be, or do you be who you want to be? And in those instances, do I stay with you as who you are, or do I leave?
I don't feel
But
like my like changes are that drastic. Like,
I don't think so
To you
either.
now, but that's what I'm saying. Like you have people who have been together since high school,
mm-hmm.
and you know what I'm saying. Like I feel for me
I'm
personally,
Yeah,
I didn't really.
I need to
No, I'm just, but like for me
experience.
personally, I felt like I didn't really find myself until I was like well into my 30s.
Yeah, that's what I was telling her.
So you have somebody who you've been with since high school, and I have changed. I'm not the same person was then. So do you fault that individual? You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have the same
We didn't grow
goals.
together.
But then we might just grew apart though.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. That's definitely that happens a lot of times. But I'm saying though, but you still love this person though. So it's like now you're at a crossroads. Like, damn, I really love this person, but at the same time, I'm in a different space that I was when I first met you. I have different goals. I have different priorities. So now what?
I think that y'all have to come to an agreement. Like, are we going to work
Yeah,
on
some
this
type of
relationship?
compromise.
Yeah, like so. Shit, you gotta go to therapy. We gotta figure this out together because I'm going this way, you going this way.
Because if with
Only
that
thing
afro,
in
I
the
think you
middle is-
ugly.
To you.
Exactly, and
But
if I'm your husband,
But if they look,
that's-
that's why I said I want to be thrown against the wall.
Yeah,
so if
like,
you don't
I'm
my
unattracted
hair-
to the
I'm no
afro.
longer sexually attracted to you with that
Yeah.
afro.
And I mean, that's something that you
and
gotta
that
deal
oil.
with.
I don't like them oils.
It happens every day,
Stinky.
I don't like that weed smell.
You don't like the weed smell?
That breath, yeah, that breath be different.
So I mean, all of that. If you can we do an edible? Like, it's a conversation.
Did you
If we
get
can't-
that weed smell
It's
in the
different.
edibles?
No,
it ain't
you
like
don't.
oh yeah, it's not like you ever put your tongue. Oh yeah, you have.
Don't
I mean,
even
we all
ask
kissed
her.
somebody that smoked weed before, but I'm just saying it's a total different
I don't like it.
experience. Yeah,
I prefer not a weed smoke.
I just want to make sure, like, however we grow, I want to be with somebody that's like our relationship is a priority. So however we grow, we gonna figure it out.
But that's what I'm saying. Is as much as you try to figure it out, if you come to a part where
You can't.
you can't,
Well,
like,
you gotta
dang,
leave.
you gotta leave.
Yeah,
But
you
it,
don't hold nobody hostage.
you don't hold nobody hostage. But it's like, damn, I didn't fuck with you. I didn't rock with you. We done been through a lot. Like, you didn't have my back. I didn't have your back.
Well, the problem is, like, there is no compromise, and sometimes there's no compromise and change. Like, if I'm growing this way, you're growing this way, and we can't figure out a way to connect, what other option is there?
Agree to
To
disagree.
Yeah, but are we happy? Are you throwing me against the wall?
I got
That's
one
the
question
bottom
for
line.
you. Is you happy? Go and tell a nigga no with ass so fat.
I was about to say my password in the mic for you to open it because you can't get it.
Shh. Okay. So what's the answer? I don't even know what the answer
I don't
is.
even know what the question was.
We
Like
pretty
when
much answered
someone
it. It's a
wants to
conversation at the end of
change.
the day.
Oh yeah, it's
Wait.
a conversation.
At the end of the day, I believe everything is all about communicating, but communicating to understand. It's the difference. A lot of people be hollering, communicate.
So they can tell their piece.
So
Yeah.
they
I
could
saw,
but you got to be able to understand what they're saying.
I saw a meme that says, "I want to be where if I see oranges and you see apples, we both see fruit." So pretty much we're the relationship is the priority.
Yeah.
So whatever we need to do to get back to this relationship, we're gonna have a conversation and we're gonna figure out because we're gonna be together. That's the type of relationship I want to be in.
I know that's right.
So, a lot of the topics or what we see comes from social media. So we're throwing out this word toxic. So in your opinion, how do you define toxic?
I think toxic is just like fuckboy to me. It's
You just said is it a liar?
no. I'm saying like it's it will evolve and it changes based on who or what we're talking. I don't think there's a general definition of toxic,
But
because it depends on what we're talking about and who. I think it depends on what we're talking about.
everybody's definition of toxic is gonna be different. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just
I think-
asking you what y'all's
I don't know if I would use the word toxic. Do I use the word toxic?
I don't know.
I don't think I would use the word toxic. I don't know if that's a.
You
said you do?
What's toxic? When it disrupt your peace, like when it's making you like do things out of the ordinary, or
And
like
you
I
know
can't
it's-
sleep over this stuff.
But you know
or,
it's something that you shouldn't be
yeah,
doing.
like it's
It goes against
poison.
everything.
So for me then, toxic would be like, I don't know if it would be a being or if it would be kind of an energy. Like this, like what
You said
you're
a being?
a being,
Oh,
like a human being.
Okay.
Like what you're putting out is, like you said, is disrupting my peace. Like the energy you have, like what you're causing my world is disruptive. So I guess that's what would be toxic to me, is disruptive. It's the deep side for me.
Toxic is just, like I said, it goes against what you know. Like, you know better. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know this isn't a good fit for you. You know it doesn't bring you peace. It disrupts your peace. This is not what you want. It's not good for the well-being of either of us. It's toxic.
So but in us both saying that, to me, I hear that there's something about toxic that's good, because something in the toxicness.
So
of
if we're
it
talking
is
about,
drawing us to
like,
if we're talking about toxic with the individual that you're dealing with, yes, because I enjoy spending time with this individual.
but I know it's
but I
disruptive.
know
I
it's
enjoy.
like,
I have
like
fun with this
touching the
individual.
fire.
Yeah, that's why I say there's
It's
some type
touching
of,
the fire, and
there's
I
some
know
type
I'm gonna
of
get
draw.
burned.
It's some type of
But I'm
draw
gonna
to
keep
it.
touching that fire.
It's gonna come back. It's gonna come back to bite your
Yeah,
ass,
let me
yeah.
take
I'ma
my
head out,
phone.
yeah.
No, take my phone. It's the problem. Lock it up. I need a
You
lock
really
up.
called a toxic person once. After like
It's
a good
you
girls'
call-
night.
But you called the most toxic person on the good
Because
girls'
that's
night.
your favorite one.
So that's
The
what
that's who
most
you had
toxic
the most-
one be your most
a
favorite
certain-
one.
Because that's
why
who
I
you
said
had the
there's
most fun with, and
but
you
there's
enjoy being
a-
But
around.
why is that
because
though?
that's why I said there is a certain draw
Gravitational
to,
pull to
But
it.
I don't necessarily.
to the
I don't
toxicness.
think the person necessarily has to be toxic.
That's
It
why I
could be
said
the
it's not-
situation.
Yeah, that's why I said I don't think it's a being.
Elaborate.
I said I don't think it's a being. I think it's an energy, or like you said, the feeling.
The situation is toxic,
Right.
not necessarily. Like
The
you're a good
person.
person because I want to
Absolutely.
be around you.
Right.
And that's
But
why I want to be around.
How we're dealing
Right.
and the things
Right.
that's going
Right.
on
Yeah,
is
right.
not
Right.
like it's
Yeah.
not healthy for
At
either
all.
one of us.
At all. Yeah.
Okay.
It feels good though.
It's the best feeling in the world. Like I couldn't ask for a better.
like.
Don't cry.
It's
Don't cry.
making me mad.
That's the crazy thing, though. Like you said, toxic. Like one moment you be happy, then the next minute it's the whole situation that pisses you off. Pisses you off, and I want to flip over this table.
Yeah, because.
But I also know, like, that's not what I want to be or how I want to be.
Yeah, I don't want to have to do that. I don't want to be crazy.
Yeah.
And if it makes you crazy, it's not right for
And
you.
that's the thing. Like I don't want to be
but-
crazy.
But you get crazy
But
when
you-
they make you mad.
It could all be so simple.
But you have to make it
It could
hard.
all be so simple.
No,
No,
that ain't it.
that's not Lauren.
That's not the note.
Let's talk about that.
What?
Because I don't like how y'all be trying to.
You always on the road note.
But I'm not.
Yes, you are.
You don't
want to be
hear
a soprano
yourself.
when you're an alto.
Simple.
But I
It's
am.
quite
I can
simple.
do both.
No,
You
you
can't.
cannot.
Yes, I can.
Whoever sings higher, you always take
Says
their
who?
note.
Neither one of you bitches went to choir director school. Like
Bitch,
who
I
is
was
that?
in
grandmother
praise
was-
team and choir.
You're not the director.
I love the Lord, and I
You
would
see, my
not take it
grandmother-
I'm not
back.
trying to
He heard
music
my
guy, but
My grandmother was the choir director, and I
Period.
did learn
she's
under
not
her.
you.
What was her name?
Don't worry about it,
Y'all
sweetheart.
don't worry about it. See, it don't matter. It's not you.
What was her name? Oh, okay.
Okay.
But she mad because she can't sing soprano.
So we consider ourselves independent women.
Oh, I thought you.
No, to a certain degree.
I would like to
yeah.
go on record to say I need help.
No,
No, but are you an independent woman? You
No.
need help, but are you an independent
It's-
woman?
it's-
Who's helping you?
God. I would rather not say.
I'm definitely looking for my helpmate.
No, but are you? If you could define you wouldn't define yourself as an independent woman.
It's not by choice.
Exactly. So so the question is, why do quote unquote independent women get a bad rap? Like, why is it why you don't want to be an independent woman?
I think it's the women. I think it's
because I know I'm not meant out here to be doing it by myself.
I think it's the people who scream, "I'm an independent woman. I need help."
I'm a woman who's independent.
Throw your hands up at me.
Hi, my name is Jeane, and I would like any assistance that you're willing
Yeah,
to give.
we're not independent because we want to be. We're independent because we gotta be. But why does the phrase independent woman has a negative connotation?
I think it has a negative connotation when it comes across as I don't need a man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I ain't never said that.
I've had conversation with men that say, "Oh, you got a good job, or you do, you take care of your daughter, you're doing good. Like you don't need no help." But who told you that? Like, oh, you're an independent woman. But I've never said that.
Like, who told you that?
Just because I'm taking care of
because I got to though. Like, who gonna do it if I don't do it?
But how you
want me to be? Woe is me.
How do you want me to look taking care of myself?
Because I'm gonna take care of myself
but
better than anybody else.
I just put that meme. Everything, of course, goes back to social media. But I just put that meme in there that said a lot of men feel like that women should take care of everything because they saw their mothers do it.
Because
that's how it's supposed to be set.
Our generation has been brought up that with a lot of single black women, and hey, our parents ain't know how they was gonna figure it out,
but they figured it out,
and they made it happen. So
I don't have no problem asking for help though.
I do. That's
especially if you're gonna tell me no, and I know you got it. Because I'm not asking you unless I know you can help.
I don't even think it's about you telling me like
I don't want to. You don't tell me no.
I don't like
it's real hard for me to ask for help. Unfortunately, I don't know if that's the
why
problem.
not? Because you don't want to be rejected. Because as
I don't
soon
even
as
know
you
if
say no, hey, I'm never going. You don't ever got to worry about me again.
But I
don't even know if it's about being rejected for real though. Like,
what is it about then?
Well, then that goes back to you
being an independent woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you just used to doing it on my own. But like I said, that's not what I want to do.
So you gotta.
But you gotta ask for help.
You're right. I know I do. That's a flaw of me.
So
okay. No, I mean because that's big. That's something that you recognize about yourself that you got to do differently.
Even with y'all, I don't even like asking y'all for help for real. I don't even with me and Juana, as close as we live, like, hey, I need help with Riot, or something picking up. I don't even want to even do that. I just feel like it's my responsibility. I should handle it.
But we don't want to live like that.
And I don't even think it has anything to do with being independent. It's just more like, this is my responsibility.
I'm gonna take care of it.
I should be able to take care of it.
But that equates to an independent woman to me.
I mean, it does but by definition, but we're saying on record, on public record, that's not the way we want to be.
Oh no, we don't. I would definitely want to have somebody I can call. Like, okay, I'm hungry. I know I get off work late. I'm gonna need something to eat. Can you give me something to eat?
Take it a step further. I want you to know that I get off work late and the food is already
Proactivity,
but you can't do that to me, no.
Why?
They don't read minds.
It's not about reading minds. It's about being thoughtful. Yes.
But we talking about men here.
But then we give them excuses because they are men that they can't think about.
I don't even think it's about giving excuses.
I'm not saying every night I'm working late, but at least once in a while, don't worry about it, baby.
I think it's the difference if you had a conversation ahead of time. But this is what I go back. Me and Juan always talk about in dating. Before people get in relationships too fast, before they understand and have these conversations and knowing what your significant other is going to want. So in the courting phase and you dating somebody, they're going to know that the stuff that you like, okay, she knows she would like a meal waiting at home for her because she's been working. You know what I'm saying? But it's because you've had that conversation.
Yes, I agree.
So you can't expect somebody to do that without having that conversation and them knowing what you're wanting and what you're looking for. But that takes time.
No, I agree. I'm not saying that I want it up front, but I'm also not going to give them, because we're all human beings.
No, absolutely.
And I'm not going to give you an excuse because you have a penis that you're not thoughtful.
I'm not giving you excuse about being thoughtful, but everybody looks at things different. They're how they think something may be thoughtful might not be how you view something.
No, I agree, and I do agree that it is a conversation. But once we've had that,
that's what I'm saying. Once you had the conversation and you know, all right, then maybe it could be a little different. But if you ain't had that conversation, you can't just expect somebody just to show up at your job with some food and they don't know.
No, but does that go back to love languages?
Absolutely.
Does that? correlate
You have to know
having
your
a, like-
significant other's love language.
So would that be an act of service or would it be gifts?
Act
I
of
think
service.
it's both.
I would say act of service.
I would say it's both.
I want to say bringing me a meal isn't a gift. That's
I feel like a candy bar is a gift to me.
personally, I mean,
agree.
yeah, because it can be the small things like, oh my gosh, thank you. Yeah,
That's what that's the most thoughtful things are.
But like you said, that's that conversation, but also people need to understand who you're dealing with and understand their love languages,
But
because
I don't-
everybody's love languages are different.
I don't want to have a conversation all the way down to I want a piece of cheesecake every now and again. Like I want to say that,
But he has to know you like cheesecake though.
but I don't feel like that is. I don't think every single thing is a
Yeah, it's like
conversation.
a
Some of the
child
stuff
at this
is
point.
you paying attention. Like if every time we go to Firebird, I get a piece of creme brulee cheesecake. I don't want to have to tell you, hey, guess what? I like creme brulee cheesecake. Cause sir, every time we go, I like it.
Or I
You
order a
do,
specific
but
drink. You
some
know,
Yeah.
if my homegirl know what I drink,
Yeah.
you need to know what I drink.
But
I'm not giving them excuses.
I hear what
as your
y'all
man,
saying.
because
I'm
you
not
gotta
giving
pay
them
attention.
excuses, but at the same time, everybody, because I know sometimes even me, I don't pay attention to everything. So it ain't even
You're
about just.
observant as a Virgo.
I'm
I
observant.
know you fucking lying.
I'm observant, but at the same
Yeah,
time,
but
I
not
don't
as
pay it.
observant as
I don't. Yeah, I'm not as observant
I
as
don't
one.
care as much as Wanda do.
It's both. I'm not observant and I don't care. So
Yeah,
you know what I'm
like,
saying? So a lot of things
I
that
just
she may pick
don't
up,
fucking
or
care.
I may-
like,
I may
I wonder what I'm supposed to do.
or I may pick up on it and notice it, but I might not think of it
As a
like,
gift.
oh, I should do this, like as Wanda does.
But
Mhm.
you're a woman, so I'm not. It's not a. I'm saying that to say that it's not just a man. I'm not going to give you a pass because you're.
No,
a
that's
man.
what I'm saying.
It's
But
just it's a human
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
it's
yeah.
a human thing, but don't fault me for that if I don't do
I'm
something
not going
that
to fault you for it, but I'm not going to say it's okay because you're a man.
I like that.
Because anybody could do it. I want you to be a human being at the end of the day.
And him being a human being may not be picking up on them things.
And then
So if he's not doing that, what is he doing to make me quote unquote feel special then? So that would be the question.
But that's what it also goes back to. If it's somebody you dealing with, I would hope that
I
this
don't
is.
want no nigga in the street to just bring me lunch, but I'm talking about somebody that I'm dealing
But
with.
that's what I'm saying. I would hope that
a
it's.
nigga in the street bringing me.
on record. And nigga in the street could
But that's what I'm saying.
actually come on my lawn.
You definitely.
But we're talking about somebody that you
a king.
quote unquote
sorry.
expect but don't expect.
But that's what I'm saying though. If it's somebody that
That's
you're
learning each other.
dealing with and you've been together, they should know you. You know what I'm saying?
You think they should.
No, but I think
This is like
that's
sometimes people
a-
have arguments about this shit.
no, but I
Every
think
day.
that's that goes both ways because he could be thinking that he's doing something special and it's absolutely special in
It's
his
some
mind.
regular ass.
But so you have to
You
be
can't-
receptive
you can't
of how somebody
downplay it.
gives as well.
You can't downplay it. 'cause
Yeah, I agree.
What I've learned is
She'll
people
downplay
love.
it. She'll downplay it.
If I'm not impressed, I'm not impressed.
But
And
if he's
that's
giving
fine.
his
But
best, though,
yeah, that's his best.
Is that okay? So I'm gonna have to something to say.
but
You can't. Don't do that. You
no,
can't have.
you can have something to
Why
say.
you can't teach people how to love you?
No, listen. You can absolutely have something to say, but if you have something to say every time, at what point?
Not in a negative
Let me
way.
finish.
Okay.
If you have something to say every time, at what point do you just say this is not the person for me?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying, okay, you think, oh, you doing XYZ.
Right.
I don't know what XYZ
Right.
is, but that's not how I feel loved. So you can do this all you want. It does nothing for me.
But that's what I'm saying. It goes
Like
back
we
to
can
your
spend
love
as much
languages.
time as like I can spend every waking minute with you. I still don't feel love. That's how you feel love.
But are you
So-
saying that this is not how I feel love, but you can do this, or are you just saying this is not how I feel love? Are you saying?
I'm not. I'm just
I know.
in
I'm
general speaking.
I'm in general as well.
Mhm.
So you say, okay, we spend every day together, but I don't feel loved in that moment. But when we do this, I do.
Right.
I'm asking. Are you giving him that information as well, or are you
Well,
just
I
saying,
do.
I don't want to be with you every day.
No, you think you know me, and
I'm asking. I'm
I
generally
have
seriously
grown
asking.
from the very direct approach.
Mhm.
So it's more so like, hey, I know that you like spending time, but I would like more gifts. So if you're in here and you know I like potato chips, buy me a bag of potato chips.
I think that's,
when you
and I think
see
that's a very mature conversation.
Yes, but I have grown so much.
Yes.
But-
And that's
In my
But a lot of times people don't like to have those uncomfortable
men don't
conversations.
like to have.
No,
No,
women
when
too.
you-
You
for
can't
me,
do. You
I
can't
don't
do
know.
just men.
Like for me, it's just like
Yeah,
when
that's
they.
you though, but you can't. It's some women who don't like to have those conversations. Like I think it's on both sides. You can't just
I
say it's
always
men.
want to
That's
know.
you though.
But you're,
I'm
you know,
talking. How else perspective?
but you're
can I talk from?
also comfortable in some situations walking away if it doesn't.
Yeah.
Some of
And
those
you comfortable being
conversations,
vocal.
but some of those conversations mean I have to leave if I don't want to, if I don't like the answer.
I told you. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So
I think some
sometimes I ain't gonna say nothing.
Yeah,
'Cause I ain't
don't
ready
wanna
to
say
go.
nothing. Yeah, because I'm not ready to walk away. If he says, if I say, I don't want to be, he's like, well,
Nah,
blah,
fuck
blah,
you,
blah.
bitch.
Yeah. All right. So I think people's uncomfortableness is more along the line of I'm not ready to go.
Mm.
So they
We've
try
had
to avoid
conversations
it.
like that. I ain't
Yeah.
talking about that because I ain't ready to leave. Because when
Yeah.
you say no and I
Still
gotta
avoid it.
leave,
I gotta go.
Yeah.
I gotta leave.
I gotta be ready to go.
'Cause you know
Walk
better.
away.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna be
Yeah,
quiet.
you gotta do better once you know better.
Absolutely.
So ignorance is bliss. When they said that, they was for real. Because me not knowing,
I'm happy as hell.
Just smiling and going along with life. Stupid.
Just, dang.
It'd be stupid. You be knowing when it's time to have a
You want to have a
conversation.
conversation, but you're just afraid of the answer.
When it's time to have a conversation, you know.
But also sometimes you don't want to come across. A lot of times when we address things, I don't like a person who tries to make it seem like I'm coming across as confrontational.
That's a Virgo. Yeah, that's that.
So you know what I'm saying? Just because I'm addressing something doesn't necessarily mean I want to argue.
Because you
or
don't know.
conversational because we're not agreeing.
Yeah, and that's
It's just
Or
I'm
if
trying
it's
to discuss
agreed,
something.
yes.
that's the other person's insecurity.
But is it though?
Yes.
Yeah. Because why are you so
Because
defensive as to
everything
what I'm
is not an
saying?
argument if
Yeah.
it's just a conversation. Like we're talking, I'm not raising my voice or anything or hollering at you.
I'm allowed
Why
to tell
can't I
how-
ask you
I'm
or
allowed to tell you how I feel.
ask you questions about for clarity?
Yeah, and it doesn't mean in the same thing that I'm ready to go. I'm just letting you know how I feel. Like, don't be defensive in what you're hearing. Just hear me for what I'm saying.
Like it's a meme that says if you expressing yourself, somebody keep calling you confrontational, then that's probably not the person for you.
Oh, absolutely. But we all know that your soulmate is you guys are gonna have that understanding. They're not gonna view it as that.
So you still believe in soulmates?
Absolutely.
I think I messed up on my soulmate already. I got to start over. Control ought to leave.
I definitely believe in soulmates.
Have you met? Do you feel like you've met yourself?
I do feel like I have met my soulmate.
Already?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
That's
too.
good. I don't feel like that.
But we single, so what does that say?
Yeah.
The
right person. Do y'all believe in right
Mr.
person?
Giggles
wrong
over
time?
there. I know you fucking lying.
Do you believe in
That
right
was
person,
crazy.
wrong time?
Yeah, I
You said
do.
what?
Right person, wrong time.
Absolutely. That's why I feel like
I haven't met my soulmate. I feel like
I definitely met my soulmate already, and it was not I don't know, and I'm sorry for being too deep, but I don't even think it was supposed to be in this lifetime.
Bitch got real deep, bitch.
like you gonna die and then they gonna be together in heaven.
No, no, because that's a whole nother different subject. But I just think that our spirits were connected on a level that just this just wasn't the time. Like nothing lined up to be the time.
Spirits
so it
were
may not have
connected
been.
on this level, but you guys weren't.
It wasn't the right time for it. So maybe in another lifetime, or we were reincarnated in different lifetimes where we were together and our
She
spirits
definitely got deep.
crossed each
I
other.
don't mean to be deep. Bitch got deep anyway.
I'm just
You
saying.
said the
That's
next
it. I mean,
lifetime when we are
that's
birds.
When we're
Yeah.
flying free.
Maybe. But right now,
The shit didn't work. We're
the
running
shit
across these
didn't
streets.
work. The shit didn't work this lifetime. So now I gotta wait for somebody.
So
to
I don't really understand how soulmates work. Then how do you know it's your soulmate?
I think when you know, you know.
How though?
I don't even know I don't know if there's
You can't.
words
It's
for it.
undescribable.
I think for me, it was like somebody that you could just be yourself with. It don't matter. Like you could be yourself with. You could talk about anything. You could laugh about anything. It's just not on just because a lot of times when you. But no, really, because a lot of times when we are in situations and we dealing with somebody of the opposite sex, we not even trying to put
Our
on
representative.
your representative to a
Don't have
certain
a
degree.
representative,
No,
though.
but to a certain degree, you are a little careful on what you say
Yeah,
and how you act in certain. Yes, you are.
Yeah,
I don't care what you say.
You have to be.
I don't know.
Yes, you are.
You are.
You're conscious.
Because
and you're
if that was the
thinking about what
case,
you're saying.
if you were being your true representative, you would say whatever you wanted to say at the drop of a dime out your mouth.
I don't. You think that's what you think of me?
Yes,
So you think I just say whatever I want to say?
you do.
You don't. You think before you speak when you're in a new relationship.
Well, that's maturity to
But-
me.
but
that's a representative.
Yeah, but
I
that's,
don't feel like it is.
You've been comfortable enough.
Like
with
it's just it's
if
just
it's
like things that I don't like. I shouldn't say that
But if
when
it's
when
me
I talk
and
to
you
y'all though.
No, if it's me and you talking, you'll say whatever. You
But I
not
don't
gonna-
wouldn't do that with it. I wouldn't do. That's like hurting
That's
people's
your
feelings. That's
representative.
just.
I'm saying.
But I don't feel like that's a representative. I'm not trying to be mean to them, but I can
But
be
when
my.
you with your soulmates, you can be your true, authentic self, and it don't matter because you're not worried about them judging you.
or hurting their feelings because they know your true intentions and who you are.
Mm-hmm.
I think when
So
you
who
meet,
the fuck is your soulmate? If you, I gotta,
Wow,
I gotta learn.
You ask these things.
I
right here
gotta
for real
learn
to
who
hear.
you talking about after post production.
You know what I'm saying?
I believe
know
I
that,
do.
so, yeah, me too. Can we just have a moment? Okay. Next subject, because we go.
Over time.
Y'all at 56 minutes.
Left.
No, y'all at 56 minutes.
How we did a whole hour? We was doing an hour.
I
So you
thought
think
we
we
was
did
doing
4 minutes?
No, I thought you said we were doing 2
I
hours.
don't know if I.
She said I don't.
You got something?
No, but we didn't. We didn't went through everything.
This is bad for production.
It could be cut out.
Yeah, duh.
Right.
That's actually
That's
good.
why it's production. What's some other topics we could talk about outside of just relationships?
You had spiced it up in here, but I don't know what that meant.
But that was just like we talked about that before
This is our first time talking.
Right. We never talk. I don't know what you're talking about. You got another group.
in the bedroom. How do you spice it up?
Oh,
Everybody's different.
yeah.
What would you do to spice it?
You got, but that's what I'm saying. You gotta have that conversation.
No, what would you fucking do?
Some
You
people
ain't
need-
had a conversation. What would you
some
do
people
without
need the
when your
honey pack.
I was
improvise?
gonna say we going to get the honey pack.
Period. Because they know about the honey pack already.
I just learned about the honey pack.
Remember? What was that one pill that's supposed to have you like really aroused?
Him or me?
Me.
You know what the
that.
pill
I don't
is.
know
Y'all
what
took in
it
that pack that was in that Ziploc
Bitch,
bag.
relax
y'all
your fucking self.
Yeah.
took. Bitch, what? I want to
You said
know.
take it 24 hours beforehand. I
I don't know what you're
I
talking
never
about.
had to use it.
Get the fuck out of here. Right, because you don't fuck that often. But
You're right. I don't. Yeah, I don't.
yeah, how would you spice it up?
Well, I said the honey pack is some toys.
I would probably dress up.
Listen up.
My probably go-to is put on the outfit.
I'm pretty much down to do
And
what
you-
I need to do.
You down for whatever?
I'm down to do
I'm
what I need to
definitely down for
do.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
You
but
gotta-
that's
everybody's
that conversation with
different.
that man,
Everybody's
yeah.
different.
Bitch, I'm talking to you and I'm talking to you. So stop talking about
I
everybody.
cannot tell you what that man may ask me to do that I said I
What
wouldn't do.
you didn't even ask him what to do.
I don't
You
need no
said,
spice.
"Hey,
I'm good.
I want to spice it up." What would you do?
I don't know.
I'd probably put on some 4-inch heels and some little lingerie.
You put on a little outfit.
little
I don't
silk
like
robe.
outfits.
You feel goofy. I feel it's silly as hell to me.
I'll
but-
probably
feel
send some
very-
pictures.
What you be doing?
I like pictures and text messages.
Your hands on
Let me cater to you. Do anything for my man.
But she gonna point
Baby,
to.
you blow me away.
I think I would send some videos and text messages and some text messages earlier today and be ready for when you get
Oh,
home.
what type of videos are you saying?
You know exactly
can
what
watch
type of
this.
videos.
at all. We cannot.
I've never sent a video.
Public
So
service announcement.
you know,
I don't
like
even know what
that,
videos
that
are.
one
Right.
video that's going around with the little vibrating thing. They acting like that is
Rose?
just so vibrating on. They can't even walk.
I don't. What do you mean?
The vibrating panty thing.
Like he got the remote?
Yeah.
Oh, that one girl, yeah, they was on that cruise.
They was acting like they couldn't even walk.
She said,
Girl, stop. Fuck out of here.
I've had some toys that I probably, if he hit the button. Are we like parents listen to this happen?
Girl, what?
No, they gonna listen to the whole thing.
I've had some.
Penny gonna listen to the whole
Penny
thing.
want to be
She gonna listen
Brandy,
to the whole
okay?
thing.
You've never had a toy that if you was walking through a store and
I
somebody
don't
hit a
think
button?
so.
I've had a toy if
Because
somebody.
I'm gonna situate it where it ain't like fucking with me.
You're
like,
cheating.
I'm
Yeah.
not doing that.
Then it defeats the whole purpose.
But I don't feel like you see how
Whack.
Bitch,
Weak.
if you was walking through the grocery store and he hit the button,
I don't know. I've never
I
experienced
definitely
it.
said, oh shit.
But you're dramatic as fuck. If I let you back in the bowl, oh, is what you gonna
I'm
say?
dramatic. Listen, I'm dramatic by myself.
I don't know.
You're not dramatic at all.
He said you dramatic. Like I left you in the back. Whoa.
I did. Like, oh shit.
Oh, sorry.
You
That was
definitely-
dramatic, wasn't it?
But if you situate into a point where you won't feel it, then it defeats the purpose.
I thought it go in the little pocket of the panties.
So it goes in your whole vagina.
It go in not.
It can
Why
go
would you
wherever-
put it inside if you wanted to vibrate on your clit? That's weird.
It's a couple
I'm
different
not
ones.
having this conversation. You got very
That's
graphic.
weird. But why would you put it inside?
It's a couple different ones.
Yeah, it is different ones.
It's a kind that you slip in that pocket in the panties.
Mm-hmm.
The
But
one that you put inside goes, you push it up to your G spot,
Yeah.
and then when he hit it,
It vibrates.
it vibrates on your G spot.
With that said, thank you for joining us on
Get
this
that bread, get that
episode of Mob Ties, then leave.
Peace out.
Wow.